is bliss. Nearly nothing my young friend knows, patriarchy, Bible argot. A modern gal of USA, 28 years, world has pervade. She's sharp of mind, educated, but of Bible, she is ragged. Her ignorance on Bible lore is so complete it does transform her view on life, barely touched by eternal truths of Bible's lies. The stories of wanton neglect, of mass murder, grand architect, the narcissist who wrote the book from point of view, great shepherd's nook, that he who is great Yahweh, God's commands defies and sky abides. Don't get me wrong, I'm praising her for having mind so undisturbed by distortions of malarkey so many view as holding key to way, to truth, to peace, to light, to higher path that just ain't right. Bible's chock full of luscious tale that entertain and do regale. Wondrous insights in many ways can't make up for the opaque haze that those of faith who do believe that Bible's truth never deceives, is eternal and unerring, and only path gates of heaven. Who knows that God, his very tongue, dictated words that overcome, despite science, despite own eyes, despite the hate Bible belies. They do believe in every word and accept lies that are absurd and cruel, but by God's hand, unquestioned by we mortal man. With girl I spoke on Good Friday and asked her plans coming Sunday. We are workmates, deemed essential. Out in COVID we boldly go. Could not recall if closed the doors Easter Sunday at our bike store. Are we open? Parroted back what I just thought was wisecrack. But then she paused and light went on above her head what I put down. Oh yeah, that's right. Sunday's Easter. Forgot about in COVID blur. Turns out we're closed. Not holiday. Behind locked doors we'll earn days pay. And just for fun, I chose to ask if she knew what Easter unmasked. She paused a bit, nibbled her lip, then said to me a truthy slip, Easter's the day, questioningly, for Jesus' second coming. My head shot back, my finger raced, give me more about Easter Day. When you declare second coming, can you reword what those words mean? Yeah, replied she, furrowed forehead. Easter's the day he rose from dead. Yes, you got it, I did exclaim, as she and I sometimes play game, where I'll tell tales of Bible lore, and sincerely my friend implore to read stories written for youth, to know the tales, not learn some truth, because I feel there is great worth in knowledge of our common myths. Second coming, I lectured she, and resurrection trilogy. First Lazarus, Jesus brought back a man beloved, Magdalene's pack. Mary insists Jesus implored, make live again, his breath restore. That's resurrection number one, and Easter's days for God's own son. Second coming's different deal, as on that day will have revealed, as all the dead who ever lived in bodies repatriated. Every last man, woman, or child will live again. Won't that be wild? And those who chose to follow him up to heaven upward ascend. She looked at me, face in a scowl with narrowed eyes, and laughed aloud. You made that up, she did declare, which caught me rather unawares. For while I like to weave stories, my only goal was knowledge bring. No, I did not, I did protest. That's a tenet among the blessed, the Christian souls who do believe that think they'll ascend form bodily. She looked at me and gave a shrug. Accepted words were not humbug. She shook her head, got back to work, and I just smiled at her great worth. Unsullied by insipid tales used to control that still prevails over kind folks who do believe the way, the truth for which I grieve. Again, I urge her to peruse Bible comics of Christians, Jews. Nearly nothing my young friend knows, patriarchy, Bible, argot, a modern gal of USA, 28 years, world has pervade. She's sharp of mind, educated, but of Bible, she is ragged.